Hello everyone, and welcome to my Vanderpump Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. There was a specific moment in season 10 of Vanderpump Rules when Sandoval was caught on tape recording. Lately, Raquel Leviss talked about it on her podcast, Raquel Goes Rogue. So when was it? And what exactly happened? Read on for further details. Vanderpump Rules moment, reproach, was first caught on tape recording. Sandoval dominated season 10 of Vanderpump Rules and made it feel like nothing differently signified. Yet, Scheana Shay got married, Tom Schwartz and Katie Maloney were getting disassociated, calves were trying to open, and so much more. Still, after about 4 occurrences vented, it came out that Tom Sandoval and Raquel Leviss were having an affair. Due to this, suckers started to watch for any suggestions of the affair having gone on during filming. More so, those who had no way seen the show tuned in to see what the reproach was each about. Although Sandoval and Leviss maintained it was a one-time thing, the show captured a moment between the two. Yes, Lala Kent, James Kennedy, and Ally Luber were suspicious of what was going on between Sandoval and Leviss. Still, there was no evidence, and Sandoval's gal of nearly a decade, Ariana Madix, was veritably close to Leviss. Now Raquel has spoken out, and she's bringing up a moment from season 10 during Scheana Shay's Mexico marriage weekend. She talks about how they were all hanging out. Ariana is with them, and Sandoval progressed to smack her bum, all while his longtime gal sat and was fully unconscious and cameras were rolling. This was featured in a Reddit thread with the OP writing, "I mean, we all knew it, but I feel like Sandoval would still happily spin details like this, so at least Raquel is being honest about it now. I wonder if he's losing his mind over her podcast, Vanderpump Rules." Suckers like seeing Raquel be honest, but still know Sandoval will always have his own interpretation. So what did fellow Redditors have to say after seeing this blink? And you missed a crop. Suckers Way and Raquel Leviss spoke her verity, but what did Vanderpump Rules suckers have to say about this moment? More so, had they picked up on it preliminarily? She wanted to get caught. She wanted to win him. He didn't want to get caught. He wanted his cutlet and eat it too. That pageant girl intelligence toe. Her facial expressions, body language gives away the fact that she's proud of herself for how long they hid it. I actually suppose that they still get together. Ick why, but I do. It seems that some suppose she really is proud of herself. But is that the case? She claims she has learned she wasn't in love with Sandoval as she allowed. She was. Do you believe her? More so, do you suppose they wanted to get caught, or was it all a game? Let us know and watch Vanderpump Rules. January 30th is doing fine and dandy without Raquel Leviss, as indicated by leader maker Alex Baskin. The new season starts on January 30th, and it is sketchy the way that they can follow up last season. Presently, they are making it clear it will be okay. Peruse on for additional subtleties. Siphon Rules doing fine and dandy without Raquel Leviss. Season 10 of Vanderpump Rules left a mark on the world as Sandoval gave the series its most elevated evaluations of all time. Beyond what that, fans and superstars couldn't quit discussing the show. Everybody was against Tom Sandoval and Raquel Leviss for engaging in extramarital relations despite Ariana Madix's good faith. It even came to CNN and the White House journalists' supper. The show was then named for 2 Emmy grants, and it was sketchy how season 11 could top it. There were additionally questions on the off chance that Leviss would return. She registered herself with a psychological wellness office soon after the get-together. However, shooting started around the time she was getting out. A few discussions were continuing, yet she didn't return. Fans were torn concerning the way in which the show would work without her, and presently, Alex Baskin is focusing on it. As indicated by Us week after week, he was on Scheana Shay's Shenanigans digital broadcast to share his contemplations. They discussed the possibilities of Leviss truly returning to the show. The chief maker straightforwardly had this to say: "I don't see that event." He proceeded to add, "I didn't know whether Raquel would come back. That was a special case. We conversed with her up until a specific point in the season. It truly relied upon the day. All in all, for what reason didn't Raquel Leviss return? She had worries about reintegrating into the gathering. We said, "We are here to help you and safeguard you." That could possibly appear to be legit. I didn't have the foggiest idea how she would have been gotten. In any case, I eventually think the best thing occurred. On the off chance that she didn't think it was appropriate for her to return, then we didn't need that on us. We are doing all right here, and ideally she is doing all right. The show should continue. Seems to be even without Raquel Leviss on Vanderpump Rules, they are doing fine and dandy, and Alex Baskin maintains that that should be known. He conceded that they went down each course they totally could to get her covered on the show, until it was past the point of no return. To the extent that cash goes, Leviss has guaranteed she didn't get compensated as much as the others, something that has been questioned. Baskin had this to say: "She had an extremely sound proposal before her. Our anxiety was whether it was the proper thing for her at any rate on the grounds that by then we didn't know. I figured it would have done well for her. I figured it would have been the right discussion for her to recount her story. I felt much better about it from that point of view." Leviss has taken her story to her own digital recording. Raquel denounces any kind of authority. Do you figure the show will get along nicely or flop without her on it? Is it true or not that she is an important cast part? Or is it fine and dandy having her gone? Tell us and watch Vanderpump Rules January 30th. Scheana Shay is doling out some hard truth about her reputed hookup with Tom Schwartz. As a matter of fact, she's absolute rejecting that they at any point had a make-out meeting. This comes closely following Tom uncovering in the touchy trailer for VPR's 11th season that he probably kissed Scheana, telling their co-star Lala Kent, "I've cheated. I was a make-out prostitute. I made out with Scheana in Vegas." That's what no one knows. Scheana isn't allowing that to sit and clearing up everything according to her perspective. "I can perceive you it was anything but a makeout," she told EE News. As though to accentuate her point, she rehashed, "I didn't make out with Tom Schwartz." Fans should hold on until a new season begins to see what Tom implied in the trailer, alongside what prompted the pair securing lips in what Scheana completely denies was a makeout. Concerning different men in her day-to-day existence, it appears as though Scheana is on better conditions with another Tom Sandoval. Things probably might be awesome. However, they're worse than when the world learned he undermined Ariana Madix. "I've forever been an individual who is about pardoning," Scheana made sense of. Going into this season, it felt so unique since his double-crossing was on such an alternate level. I was not open to it at the outset. However, it appears as though she's basically open to making peace now, something she's almost certain Ariana isn't available to by any stretch of the imagination. Not that we can fault her. With respect to her hubby, Brock Davis, the two as of late commended special times of year in his old neighborhood in Australia. They weren't yet ready to present their little girl, 2-year-old Summer Moon, to Brock's other 2 children, yet Scheana trusts that get-together will occur in time. I believe taking time is simply going. As he said, his activities have outcomes. Fortunately, the children have an astonishing mother and stepdad. It's about to require investment to reconstruct, she said. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.